Alright, yun. So, good day and welcome again to another trading tutorial. So, this will be a quick video or trading walkthrough that I will be discussing to everyone on how I got my AVGO trade na I gained around roughly 500,000 in just 2 days. So, I'll be giving everyone an end-to-end walkthrough on how I found the trade, how I scanned the trade, and paano ko ina-approach yung trade right now. So, currently, I'm up around 7,000 USD and 7 to 8,000 USD in my open swing portfolio na pinapakita ko to everyone. So, ito yun. So, I'll be showing to everyone. So, AVGO, Broadcom. So, it's basically an earnings momentum surge play. So, ayan, 6.2 thousand unrealized profit right now. And yesterday, I sold roughly around 80 shares. So far so good. I already realized a fourth of my profits of this current trade. So roughly around 2,000 USD na rin yung na-realize ko in this trade. So right now, ang goal ko is to let this winner run, let this trade do its thing. So let's see kung ano yung mangyayari dito sa stock na to. So to give context, this is the chart of AVGO. So pre-earnings, before earnings, ito yung chart niya. Basically, it's forming a reaccumulation pattern, di ba? If familiar ka na with our Wyckoff cycles. So bigger picture, it's on a strong uptrend. No stopping this stock. It's under a strong group din as well. It's under semiconductor sector. So for many months, around 6 months, nag-base lang siya. Hovered near this 130 area and the $186 area. So nag-create siya ng multi-month trading range. So ang pinaka naging catalyst niya, no, basically is yung earnings report niya and yung announcement regarding their partnership or collaboration with Apple. So nung time na yan, nung sinascan ko yan, actually earnings catalyst pa lang yung nakikita ko eh. Earnings catalyst. So far, okay naman yung earnings niya. Yung revenue niya at par lang with the estimates. Yung earnings niya, higher than expected. So, honestly, wala naman talaga tayong pakialam dyan. Ang pinaka-importante, yung reaction ng market, no, on the earnings move on its own. So, if we're gonna look at the lower time frame with AVGO, so 5-minute time frame yung lower time frame execution ko with AVGO. So, actually, pinakita ko to sa ating Berio Bot Alerts channel under Earnings Watch. So nakita ko tong trade na to under the Earnings Drop Pulse Check, no? Dahil kay Earnings Man, nakita ko tong trade na to. So AVGO, one of the top gainers during December 13, 2024 earnings drop. So nilagay ko din yung trading plan ko in this channel. So, EMS Day 1 candidate, Earnings Momentum Surge candidate. Dalawang entry tactic yung pinagpreparan ko. So, it's a retest towards the $200 area. So, post-market, nag-rally na siya eh. So, ito yung post-market session, tong darker gray area. So, nag-rally siya, created a channel or a lower time frame channel. So, it undercuts the 20-day moving average, itong green line natin. So, dalawa lang yung mangyayari dyan. It's either mag-coil, mag-sideways, mag-consolidate, or mag-retest siya dito sa round number area, which is the $200 mark. So, ang nangyari, nag-coil lang siya. Nag-coil lang siya around the 204, 205, 207 area. So, ang ginawa ko dito, nung nag-reclaim siya dito sa 20-day moving average, or I mean sa 20 SMA line sa 5-minute time frame, nung nag-breakout dito sa channel na to, nagantay ako ng coil. Nagantay ako ng mini coil or an established coil at the 50-day moving average area. So what happened, nag-go below 50 SMA line siya sa 5-minute time frame. I entered at 207. Pinigyan ko ng breathing room yung stock na to. I gave it a stops at 202 area, $202 area. With a target dito sa $230 area as my initial target. So setting my targets, basically kinuha ko lang yung impulse move or yung flagpole ng initial momentum move, no? So parang ganun. Ano siya? Looks like a flag or whatever. Basically, it's a reference leg up. So, ang theory niyan, kung gaano kalaki yung initial leg up, ganun din yung magiging magnitude ng follow-through day or ng parang follow-through move niya, no? So, initial leg up, ito yung secondary leg up or continuation leg up. So, on day 1, hindi niya na-reach yung 1618 level. On day 2, niya na-reach to. So, I bought 2 times on this stock. So, I bought at 207. Makikita naman natin dito sa trade logs ko. So, highlight lang natin. I bought at 207 and 214. Tig 120 shares. So, the dollar at risk or in dollar risk ko with this trade is $500, no? So, nung nag-tranche up ako dito, nag-tranche up ako at 214. Basically, it's risk-free na rin eh. Naging risk-free trade na siya. Kasi, if I scale in on the next setup, halos $500 lang din yung magiging risk ko eh. If mas stopped out ako 2.7, 2.6. So, nag-breakout naman siya dito sa secondary channel or parang coil or continuation pattern. So, yun yung naging main buy area ko. Basically, this flagpole, continuation flagpole setup. So, ang naging thesis ko dito is mag-rally siya for the next following days kasi maganda yung catalyst niya. Meron kang narrative catalyst, meron ka ding numbers catalyst which is yung earnings. So yung narrative catalyst is they are in partnership with a big company, a Mag 7 company which is Apple. So malaking magiging revenue nila from that collaboration and maybe they will even be in competition with Nvidia, no? So makakuha siya ng market share with Nvidia. So that's a big catalyst overall. So, ang trading strategy ko dito is just to trim and then trail. And then, trade the next setups. Just like what I did dito sa Palantir trade ko and Uploven trade. So, if we're gonna look at Palantir, day 1 setup din yan. Day 1 EMS setup, earnings momentum surge setup. So, after earnings release, nag-gap up siya. I bought at this gap up area. Actually, pre-market pa lang, binili ko na yung Palantir. I sold half on target, I trimmed on target, and then trailed the rest. I added at $61 and then I sold at the next target which is roughly at 76. So, ngayon, this trade is already closed since it dropped below the 10-day moving average. So, same with AVGO. Kumbaga, ito yung magiging anchor possession ko which is my day 1 EMS play. It's a swing setup, a day trading setup. It actually depends on your bias and how you approach the trade. So, sa akin, it's gonna serve as my anchor right now, my anchor point. So if mag-produce siya ng another setup at 280, 270, it doesn't matter, I'll be adding. Gagamitin kong anchor tong initial position ko with AVGO. So, ayun, that's the idea behind this trade. So, it's a $7,000, $8,000 gain na right now. So, if we're gonna compute it in peso terms, 57 na lang, roughly $500,000 cleared in 2 days or hindi naman totally cleared pa kasi hindi pa close on trade but yun yung current status ni AVGO. So, with a $500 risk, let's recompute. So, currently, sabi natin, 7,000 worst case scenario na mas material stop ako today. 7,000 divided by 500, it's a 14-hour multiple trade. A positive 14-hour multiple trade. So, yun yung baseline risk ko $500 per trade. So, it returned 14 times of my risk, no? At the entry. So, laki ng impact niya with my portfolio. So, ganun yung atake ko with this type of trades, no? Ganun yung atake ko. Either it's just a day trade or a swing trade. It actually depends on a fundamental catalyst. Yung current market state din, syempre. So, right now, we're in a bullish market state for large caps and overall big caps, no? Yung mga tech, mega cap tech names natin. So, fat pitch trade siya for me. Nung nakita ko pa lang to sa ating earnings man report natin, nagbigay kagad daw ng signal and alert to everyone. I don't know if nahuli nyo yan or what. Pero ayun, it's a fat pitch trade, it's a clean trade na you can replicate. Just be aware on this alerts ko and yung current alerts na binibigay ni earnings man. So right now, halos patapos na yung earnings season. So onti na lang yung mga ganitong klaseng trades, 'di ba? So for example, right now, dalawang stock, MITK, AMTM. So MITK, let's look at the stock. So nag-gap up siya, maganda pa yung earnings niya. Okay. So 43 mil, 41 M estimated. So let's look at the current market structure. So malaking factor yung market structure and yung current cycle. So if it's under accumulation, medyo pass or parang hindi pa siya gaano ka-clear trade for me. Pero if it's an all-time high stock like Palantir day 1 setup, same with AppLovin, it's also a day 1 setup na pinakita natin in the previous trade walkthrough. So ayun, malaking factor yung current market state and yung market structure and cycle ng stock. Kaya rin ako nag-commit, nagkaroon ng conviction trade with AVGO. Kasi all-time high yan eh. Tapos 6-month pace. Ibig sabihin yan, wala ka na masyadong ipit. Diba? Wala ka ng ipit na kalaban. Wala ka ng ipit na seller na kalaban. Wala ka ng break-even selling, profit-taking na lang. At the same time, yung mga taong nag-short at 180 at this trading range, they will be stopped out. They will be forced to cover their shorts. So, if kinover nila yung short positions nila, then it will be an additional buying pressure to the market or an additional demand for the stock to move higher, no? So, ayun. Logic lang and tamang timpla on how you approach the trade and risk management, syempre, 'di ba? So, my current plan with this name right now is if it closes below 240 pala, then maybe magtrim ako ng kalahati. And then my last or hard trails right now is at 229. So typically kasi yung mga earnings momentum surge setups, 3 araw yan nag-rally eh. Day 1, day 2, currently we're at day 3. So if day 3 mag-rally ulit yan ng tipong papuntang 270, magte-trim ulit ako on strength. Then I'll be trailing the rest. So trim and trail. So like what I've done with Palantir and AppLovin. So actually itong Palantir, multiple days of rallies yan eh. Halos 10-day rally yan. And then doon lang nag-create ng consolidation. And then after the consolidation, nag-rally ulit yan. So from entry to exit and risk management approach, na iklaro ko naman siguro sa inyo. So yun, again, if you have any questions, PM lang kayo. So see you again on the next trade walkthrough. Bye-bye. Ingat. God bless.